Every single time they nerf her, people just remember how broken she is and start playing a little bit better.
Bring it on.
Oh, I totally forgot that my W gives me movement speed. I totally forgot that.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Edie. Edie.
Surprise! I'm back.
But I truly don't believe Zoe can be balanced in her current state. Ever. The champion is so overstat.
Ready for battle.
It's incredible. I've seen this before. Where basically some concept is so broken that nerfing them actually just makes them stronger. Because people aren't even playing it very well. I've seen this before in video games. It's just so overpowered. Something is so overpowered that it actually starts to look balanced because anyone who plays it plays poorly. Like it's just so broken that people actually won't use it well because it's like I said before. If you can play well enough with something, if you can do good enough with something, you'll never learn to do better than good enough. Because good enough for most people is, shockingly, good enough. And that's ignoring the obvious. If you're a gold player, and you're playing at a gold level, and you're using a champion so overpowered it could take you into what? Platinum? Diamond? Just because it's so overpowered it could take you that high up? You'll be like, oh, I'm a gold player, and I became Plat 5. Like, wow, I'm doing really good. I went up 1 or 2 divisions. But what you don't realize is, oh, actually, you could be in Diamond. Like, the champion is so overpowered, you could actually just be in Diamond.
Bring it on.
No, you ain't leaving, are you?
Let me out.
Wait, I'm actually confused. Why was my Conqueror not up?
An ally has been slain.
It's on.
And in my opinion, that's what Zoe is right now, in my opinion. She's so broken that people don't realize how broken she is because people playing her are content just with regular levels of broken. And this continues even into competitive play. Look at her in competitive play. Did they those little bit above to get her back to be viable, right? And the competitive player were like, yeah, okay, I guess she's playable. And then she was pick banned, so Riot nerfed her. And then she was still pick banned, so Riot nerfed her. And then she was still pick banned, so Riot nerfed her.
Bring it on.
So here's a champion who even the competitive players were like, yeah, I think she's playable now. Meanwhile, she was actually, no, she wasn't playable. She was actually just completely out of this world broken.
Ready for battle. Let me at 'em. It's on.
Oh, I'm talking even into like the LCK. I mean, the LCK players were like, yeah, she's pretty good now. Like, she's playable now. Yeah, sure.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Should I flash for that? Would we have gotten that kill?
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Now it's my turn. It's on.
Let me just say it's also proliferated when a champion has a deceptively, what do you want to call it?
Ready for battle.
An enemy has been slain.
It's got a deceptively high skill cap. When a champion doesn't really have a high skill cap, but it seems like they have a high skill cap. Was that worth it?
You have been slain.
I think that was worth it, yeah. That was definitely worth it.
Let me at 'em.
That's all I was saying. There are champions who have what I would call a deceptively high skill cap. A champion who seems hard on their surface, but really isn't hard to play, but is hard to memorize.
Bring it on.
That'd be a champion like Jace. Oh, the Jace players will say, I have to learn combos though. But why is it hard to memorize a combo? Especially when all you're doing is repeating it. Especially when the combo isn't even particularly hard to do.
An ally has been slain.
It's on.
My padding seems to have been fucked up. He says he's ganking top. So... He's just trying to kill one of us with ult.
Bring it on.
Slain. An enemy has been slain.
Oh, we got him, but I lost all my CS, so...
It's on.
You win this round, opposing team.
Slain.
Whoops! Looks like I accidentally stabbed you with my long axe. Until you were dead.
I'm gonna get a phage because I want to be a little bit tankier. Did that go well? I don't know. I don't think that went well. Especially because the fighting made me lose all my CS. But yeah. In summation, I've definitely 100% seen shit like Zoe happen. I've seen that all the fucking time, in fact. A champion is so broken that people don't realize it's broken because
Ready for
yes, Riot 100% needs to buff JAX. There's no excuse anymore. They nerfed his late game with the Star Exchange. They nerfed his early game with the Conqueror change. His win rate's gonna be down at like 48%.
frailty of your form.
You know, at what point do you just say, fuck the community, they're a bunch of goddamn retards, and ignore them?
Surprise! I'm back.
No, but Doctor's overpowered. He's overpowered. He ran at my AD carry this one time and he was overpowered. I've never in my life heard like low elo players say JAX isn't overpowered. Like never in my life
Bring it on.
has there been a time where people have been like, no, JAX is actually totally balanced. Ah, I wanted that. When JAX was sitting at 42% win rate after his Season 4 nerfs, what did people say? Well, he's still overpowered.
Ally has been slain. Shut down. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
I don't want to dismount him quite yet. I want to make sure he's nice and outside the turret. What? 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 Why did I stop moving? I fucking had him dead to rights! And now my camera's stuck. Yeah, JAX is actually on the weaker end of champions, I would say, right now. Yeah, he's stronger than the most champions. I would guarantee about 2/3 of the roster is currently stronger than JAX. I wouldn't put him down there with like Volibear, but I would put him down there with like Nasus at this stage. And in fact, I would actually say with the current buffs, Nasus is actually probably the stronger champion.
Surprise! I'm back.
Shut down. An ally has been slain.
Bring it on.
Shut down.
Like of champions I would really like if my opponent played. I would really enjoy it if my opponent played JAX. Because at this stage I would pretty much consider it to be a free win.
Let me at him.
I'm gonna take this turret and then run. Oh wait, they're winning. Things that I didn't think would happen. Where is he ulting? That's fine. You know what? Kill me. You won't get my fed people.
You have been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Surpass the frailty of your form.
Thank you, Grand Paradox. The problem I think a lot of people don't realize. Oh, thank you, Alawi Kid. People think JAX is like a cheese pick or something that beats, like he only beats 80 carries. That's all he does. But here's the thing: look at any given team, and it will be rarer to find a champion totally like that. A champion that just 100% ignores Counter-Strike. A champion that does not interact with Counter-Strike. It's rarer to find that champion than to find a champion who Counter-Strike can really fuck with. Even mages. Most mages require some auto attack at some point for their abilities. Ziggs does, Zoe does, Kassadin does, Twisted Fate does. And that's just off the top of my head, you know? I mean, mages who just 100% do not interact with Counter-Strike. But I mean, even Annie, you Counter-Strike, you reduce the AoE damage of her combo.
Bring it on.
2/3 of her damage is AoE. So the only champions who just like ignore Counter-Strike as a concept are like Vel'Koz because of his true damage. And yeah, Ori. Fine. Rise. So there you go. You got like Vel'Koz and Rise. Those are like, it's like, but you see what I'm saying? It's like so rare to find champions who just do not interact with Counter-Strike. What do you mean 1v3 I still get the kill? No, there's basically a 1v1 except Jarvan ulted, which, by the way, that ult actually tricked KLED into thinking that he should come back into the fight. Azir is fucky. You don't Counter-Strike his soldiers, but to my knowledge, you will reduce their damage because they're considered AoE. Unless it's a patch where for some reason they're not considered AoE, then you don't reduce their damage. Yeah. Yeah, even Victor. Can't Q him. Like, there's so many champions. Is this a good idea? Fuck if it's a good idea. Okay, that shield really fucked with my day. But I still got a kill. And that's what I intended the whole time, Twitch chat. Swain. Does Swain interact with JAX? I don't think he does. Well, that's not entirely true, because if you Counter-Strike his ult, you reduce it damage. Come on, guys, I'm dying for you. Aw, you jackasses.
Shut down. You have been slain.
Swain can't pull JAX with passive if JAX uses E. I didn't know that, actually. So he does interact with them. Malzahar, you dodge his Voidlings. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, everyone pretends that JAX is just some niche that just only fights bruisers and AD carries. There's so many champions he interacts with. There's so many. Talia, if you counter-strike her knock-up, you actually reduce all that damage. Maybe. Depends on the patch. Again, these things do tend to change patch by patch. I'm not trying to, like, be annoying, but yes, they do. This stuff changes wildly patch by patch. Oh, that's bad. Fucker's still at full health.
Aced. An enemy has been slain.
Now think about how many champions, in addition to, think about it this way, in addition to how many champions Counter-Strike interacts with, as in you can dodge their abilities, now think about how many champions have ways to counterplay Counter-Strike. Just off this game alone. KLED can eat through him, speed boost, get the other side. With the 1 second before you can unleash it, that's very doable. He can also Q and kite it out. I play KLED, I do this a lot. Xin Zhao can ult him away. If he's attacking JAX, well then he's fucked. But, you know, sometimes you're just fucked. Jarvan, EQ away. Very simple. W, walk away. Vayne, I mean, that one's pretty obvious, just stealth.
Let me at him.
Vel'Koz, once again, Counter-Strike is a 1 second, you know, duration, if you will, before you can activate it. So if JAX leap strikes at you, you knock him away with your knockback. If he's already next to you, well then you've probably fucked up. Graves, smokescreen, E, ult, all ways to get out of it. Talon, stealth, E over a wall. Pike, stealth, movement speed, E. I mean, they might just end. Okay, no, they're not. In what world was he gonna walk up to a JAX with Essence Reaver, with Conqueror procced up, with full passive, and not die? In what world, Twitch? In what world was that gonna happen?
Your team has destroyed a turret. Enemy rampage.
Surprise, I'm back.
Well, shit. If my team's got shit going on down there, then I need to get shit going on over here.
An ally has been slain.
They're going back now. Well, that's not true. I could maybe get this down to a third before they're here. I'll take it. Haha, idiot took our base turret. Now we go take objectives while he's dead.
Surpass the frailty of your form.
We'll take We'll take the drag. We'll take their inhibit. Dead. Dead. Already dead. Oh no! I'm dead, Twitch chat! They're gonna take so many objectives while I'm dead.
Ready for battle. Bring it on.
Not my precious KDA. No, anything but my precious KDA.
Ready for battle.
What?
An ally has been slain.
I don't think you thought this one through. Well, actually... Okay. We traded Guardian Angel for a kill. I'm behind it now, Twitch chat. I'm behind it. Yeah, so apparently they crit me with mind bullets, and then I die.
It's on.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
Bring it on.
I want to get level 17 before we fight.
Has been slain.
Wow, look at these smart plays.
Surprise! I'm back.
Okay, my team lagged a little bit behind there, mentally. It's okay, I think we win, but there was a little bit of brain lag. I don't think they quite understood what was happening. I have a team, you idiot.
Executed.
They're very nice people.
An inhibitor.
Okay, we got Ghost up this time. So Ghost with unflinching equals dead Vayne. She will die in vain. Hey, what do you call the person who died while having sex with Vayne? He died in vain.
at 'em. Bring it on. Now it's my turn. It's on.
That seems like a pretty important ult to have for team fighting. Okay, you win this round, opposing team. I guess I've been poked out. Such is the life of a JAX player. Oh, I thought Pike's ult killed that, and I'm like, okay, I've seen stretches before, but that's ridiculous.